So the rumor, I don't think we talked about it much on this show. The rumor that Steve-O was going to, the jackass Steve-O from the show, was going to get
Literal
his
jackass.
face,
Yeah.
a penis tattooed on his face by Post Malone on stage at Bonnaroo, right? Lord Taco, right? We all heard this as a rumor of something that might happen.
It happened. It wasn't on stage. They did it backstage. Wasn't televised or anything. I think the story got put out there, and it got
turned
way out of
into a
hand.
big fake, not real story. I don't even think it was done backstage. I think it was just done like the day before somewhere else. It did happen.
Okay. Yeah, it did
Steve-O
happen, but-
posted a video on it. Try to find a link to that somewhere. You can see it. It's there.
I don't know if we can show that. If it's
It's
Oh my God.
it's not. Well, it's exactly what he says it is.
Yeah.
But
We
I
might
was
get
actually talking
demonetized.
to a friend of mine who's a tattoo artist who I work with. He just happened to be around when I was looking at this, and I said, did this come across your algorithm anywhere as a
Yeah.
tattoo guy? And he hadn't seen it, but he's very aware of Post Malone. And I showed it to him, and from Steve O's YouTube channel. And he's like, okay, yeah, wow, all right. I didn't see that. He's like, man, they could have that lasered off in, a matter of a few minutes. Because it's such thin. It's done in the tiniest, thinnest line. I don't know. Steve-O doesn't have much shame, so don't know that he's going to have it lasered off. But he said if you wanted to get that lasered off, that would take less time to get rid of than it took to put on.
I'm sure. I was just upset because that was what me and Barry
You
were
were
going to
already-
do at camp this year. I know. They stole our idea.
We were matching. They were going to get yours this
Yeah.
way, and mine was going to go that way.
I know,
Yeah.
damn it. So.
Every time we moved our eyebrows, it was.
As you might guess, thought it was the dumbest sounding thing I've ever heard and wanted it nowhere near my Bonnaroo, and I'm very happy that it came nowhere near my
truly
Bonnaroo.
don't understand it. I got to interview Steve-O probably 5 or 6 years ago. He came to the comedy club here, and he was great. He was completely sane and sober.
really
and
smart guy.
Super smart, and
He just plays a dumb guy on TV.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
made a career of it. And then this
Sober
comes
guy
out.
too, by the way,
Yeah.
these days. Very, very, very sober guy.
And this comes out, and yeah, I mean, Brian, you're very upfront about your sobriety in your drunkest day. Was this ever a good idea?
No, but we know those guys are, man, those checks cash in a very, very, very different way. And I don't think crazy and drunk, like, they're not necessarily correlated. Like, you can be both.
Yeah.
You can be crazy and drunk.
Usually
and-
that's overnight, and then you wake up. But yeah, whatever. Yeah,
But,
I didn't pay too much attention.
He did it. It's a 6-minute video on Steve-O's YouTube channel if you would like to see it.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yay.
And it's not the dumbest looking. Honestly, it's not the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen, even though it is.
Yeah.
Right, one of those kinds of things.
Well, I mean, Post Malone's tattooed head to toe. I mean, he took
Yeah,
off his
well,
shirt
there's
halfway
that.
through that set. He's, completely covered.
God, these tattoos are out of control.
There's
He looks
that.
like a.
Maybe he's got a next one that was somebody else will do, and it'll become something else, like a Lego or something. I don't become some other.
I don't know.